Hello, everyone. Isaac Adeomi, presenting my project number 11. The project is one of the projects I had during my internship with quantum analytics. The title of this project is World World Electricity Generation and Energy Consumption from 1900 to 2021. This project was analyzed using different analytical tools like Excel spreadsheets, Power Query Editor, and Power BI desktop. Here I'm presenting my dashboard from Power BI Online Service. Uh, let's start with the insights we can get from this analysis. First, I'm starting with the total energy consumption for the whole world as recorded to be 15.89 million, while the total electricity generation is 1.7 million. Now, the total primary energy consumption is 7.86 million. Why the different? We have about 12 different types of energy recorded. Different forms of electricity generation recorded within this period. From this pie chart presents all this form of energy we're talking about. The one with highest consumption is fossil fuel that account for 42.96%. Other significant one here is oil consumption. Oil consumption is one of the sources of energy. It's one of the sources where electricity is generated, and this actually accounted for 19.59% of total energy consumption. And just like that, we can have as I said earlier, we have 12 different forms of energy. What I'm touching here is the gas consumption that represents 10.6%. Like that. The second chart here is type of electricity generated. We are looking at where the electricity is generated from. The first one is giving us the form of consumption. Why this donut chart is telling us about form of electricity generation. Here, fossil fuels still lead the form of electricity with 30.81%. Why this one with the least is oil electricity generation. We have for that one, like hydro electricity generation and the rest. This is a KPI chart, giving us information comparing the electricity generated and the energy consumption. From here, we can see that the total energy consumption is 15.89 million, while the electricity generated, apart from the primary source of energy, is 1.76 million. So it's just a kind of a low compared to the consumption. So that's what the KPI, the expected form of energy is about 15.89 million, while the performance is at red. That's why we are seeing the figure in red here. And it's telling us that it's 88 minus 88.9% below expectation. That's why what the negative sign is telling us that the total generation and the electricity generation is below the expected consumption. Here we have components bar chart. That is giving us how different countries combine different form of electricity consumption, I mean energy consumption. Like the one there are so many countries. In fact, this data set gives us for almost every country in the world, but we are only representing the top 10 here. So from what we can see, we have North America having the highest form of energy consumption. So it is giving us how North America combine different form of energy consumption. The green one is telling us about biofuel with the figures we have here. The red legend is telling us about coal consumption. The blue is for fossil fuel. The something black is for gas consumption. The yellow is for hydro, and just like that. That is how we have it for different countries. The United States of America has its own combinations of energy, with the total energy consumption to be 29.40 million. The one that lead the chart is 35.49 million. And why the least out of the 10 is African with this form of energy combinations, but they are having the lowest out of the 10 at 3.7 million. Like this, what we have here is a tree map giving us information about electricity generation, how electricity are generated by different countries, form of different energy used by different countries. Here we have the North America still leading the electricity generation chart with this amount, 325,323. 223.6. Why different form of combinations of energy, form of energy within the each rectangle, which color. Why this one is telling us about the United States of America. Another color here is for Europe, and so on. This chart is actually giving us the total primary energy consumption by years. For where we can see here, we have the list year to be 1966. Why the highest year to be 1991, where a form of consumption. Then the chart here is giving us per capita electricity from top 10 countries. Here we have the Iceland leading the chart with highest per capita electricity. With the figure we have here, 1.177 million. And the list out of the top 10 is United Arabic Emirates. With the figure we are having here, 388,256. That is a form of per capita income. Here is a chart giving us how countries, the top 10 countries, contributed to the total energy consumption. We have the highest that contributed in form of sum of GDP. This one is actually telling us GDP of different countries. The country with the highest GDP is United States of America, followed by China, and the rest. So we are only looking at GDP of top 10 countries, in form of as in considering their GDP. Then this last chart we have is average population of top 10 countries. The China is leading in terms of population. China is having the highest population, followed by India, then the Africa put together. They are third in the chart. Then out of the 10, the one that has the least here is Japan. And you can, as you know, we always filter my dashboard. I can filter my dashboard using different metrics. Like here, I'm using country. We have all the countries in the world. If you want to know the energy consumption and electricity generation for each of the countries that we have, almost 335 countries, we can actually select, like if I want to know for Africa, the dashboard will give us information for Africa alone. If it's for, Algeria, we have the information for Algeria, if it's for Argentina, and just like that. Or we can also filter this dashboard with year. As I said earlier, the year we are considering is from 1966 to 19 to 2019. So we can see for, let's like now, if you want to check for 2019, just click select 2019, and all the information you have here will be for 2019 alone. For 2019 alone. Thank you very much. See you in my next report.